AI answer that sound wrong? Well, the solution is you have to force the chain of thought. So show you how. Let's go over it. So what is chain of thought? Chain of thought is basically asking model reasoning. How did they get the, in small step, how did they get the answer? A COT for stand for chain of thought. So why are we doing this? Because we need to, once you get fewer mistakes, you get clear logic, you have better auditability. So auditability, so you can understand what it is. So for example, bad prompting, we're going to keep this meeting, this task short. So prioritize feature. So for example, prioritize feature in my study app. It's one example. It's too vague. So it's going to take longer to give you an answer because it doesn't have a chain of thought, doesn't have an actor, doesn't have a step. Like we did discuss the day before, how to do prompt. So it's too messy, see? Now I think we need a new one. Let's refresh. And what I need is set a new model. So chain of thought. We give it a structure into step by step. So you prioritize the feature for next study app. So basically you're thinking in 3 steps. You want it to have an then logical step. First step, what the user and what the goal, what the value criteria, how to measure the success, rank the list, then output the table feature, why impact. So point out in a structured way. So that's why we use prompt chain of thought to let the AI tell you how did it get the final result. So step 1, for a study app, the primary user or the student and educator, which is true. The goal for each group might be different lightly. So we want to enhance learning efficiency, track progress, and access resources easily. Monitor student progress, provide timely feedback, and distribute the education content effectively. So you see there you have step 1. How you evaluate this success of this app. First, we need to see how it impacts the user. Does significantly improve the experiment or solve a major problem? Feasibility. How is it easy to implement given the current resource? So what kind of resource do you have? Demand. How often do the user request or need this feature? How often do people need study app? We don't know yet. I was once a student, been a long time ago. Does this align with your long-term vision of the app? Each criteria should weight according to strategic importance before scoring each potential feature. Then you rank the list. Use a matrix, some kind of metrics to evaluate each feature. Again, these criteria help objectively decide which feature to prioritize. Basically, in a product world, they call it the storyboard or backlog in Scrum style. So basically, Scrum, you need to decide what's feature or prioritize. So feature interactive quizzes, wise manner, engage student more deeply than static material test knowledge. So this is high, you engage more student. Progress tracking basically allow both student and educator to monitor learning progress. So you okay, did the study app helpful or not helpful? Resource library provide essential study material at fingertip. Medium, so real-time feedback, enable educator to give immediate guidance. Collaborating tool, you can see there, it breaks down in structure process. Let's see how Claude is able to do it. Claude also did the same thing with a different material. So why we need chain of thought? When do you need it? It's for great for planning, and basically great for doing many things. So to keep this short video running, so you have to go and sign up for ChatGPT or any other AI you can use. Free resource. Start with free for it. ChatGPT is free. Rate, but it does have a limit of number of requests per day. So why we do chain of thought again? Rate for planning, troubleshooting. Rate for math and logic. You have a lot of math equation and logic need to get an answer. Product decision. Writing outlines. Use less when on you want on it. Use less when you only need a short factor lookup or fast created idea. So strip they call it. So keep step bounded. So keep everything in maximum 5 steps to control the length and latency. So don't go more than 5 steps at a time. So for example, to give you a start up here, so we will end the video of this tip. So you go and option, evaluate criteria, in step. Then choose one, explain trade-off. That's one example. Another example is to act as a role. So act as a student, or act as a teacher, or as an engineer, or as a professor. You want to, in number of steps, state the assumption, what kind of assumption you want to finish, and consign the final answer. So for another one is the debugging diagnostic problem. So problem, and you have a problem. What the problem? What problem do you have in OS? I think it's best not to ask medical term, but I did it based also. List 3 type of costs. What the problem is? What potential costs? Test each A/B testing in real world. Pick the most probable cost. So you think there are 3 costs. You want to test it. Output cost, test, and fix. So you, for instance, you have a car problem, or you have an engineering problem, or you have a math problem, or you have a writing or brain fog problem. You can get some idea and find some solution that you cannot. So that we will leave it there, and we will dive deeply in more chain of thought next day. That's all for today. Please don't forget to give a thumb up, subscribe, and like. Do you like this the way I'm doing? Comment below. If you do not like the way is this explained, or example in real world, real life project, or you want to see more real life project, I can give you some example, but I cannot. Well, we'll see.